Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Gourmet Breaks. We are giving it round two here, and of course, the new setup wouldn't be complete without some technical difficulties. Anyway, guys, we couldn't do this all without you, and I got to give a very special shout out to the Patreon members here: Shane with Oddball Cards, and another quack to you, good sir, Michael P with Basketball Cards, and of course, T-Bone, Wayne Hunt. It is the new and, as I said to no one because no one could hear me, hopefully improved setup over here in the new house. The entire move as far as the card vault is complete. We now have access back to everything in the inventory again, and hopefully starting right now, but really starting next week, we can officially get everything back on track as usual. All right, guys. And as people start to make it in, Donald, how are you? Farm League, welcome back, sir. I know you were in there the last time as well. And Todd Lou has joined the fray. All right, boys, let's get going. Oddball, you are, of course, the rightful leadoff man in the brand new setup here. And as you can see, there's a little more room on the screen, and hopefully not so much that it throws everybody off. Oddball, if you have a preference of things, please let me know. Chatty P, how are you doing? But I must begin with the nifty gifty here. We'll go mystery style. Let's see. What do we got going on today, guys? We have, of course, the A's have won, which is amazing. The Brewers are apparently unbeatable once again. Shohei's got 40 dingers. Cal Raleigh's got, 45 now? Who's going to be our initial first time out dance party? We need two dudes who are semi-relevant right now. All right, we got Napoli, Todd Benzinger. I feel like I remember Benzinger. This card looks different to me. I'm trying to picture 1989, and I feel like, could this be a traded? It is. See? Somehow, like some of the images of 88 and 89 Topps cards are like burned into my brain, and I just knew that looked a little bit different. All right, we got Jim Rice, Burt Bly 11. What is this? This is the pastime, upper deck pastime. What we got there? I see Mets star rookie. What is it? Dang, this is like super hard to. Timo Perez. I made James, but Riley Green. All right, let's do Riley Green, and hey. Keith Hernandez, Jerry's boyfriend. Riley Green. Who do we got? Riley Green versus another big rookie, big literal in the literal sense. Riley Green's a big dude. We can do Nick Kurtz. I don't know if we have many Nick Kurtz in what we're opening today, though, but that would be kind of a good one. Big Amish. There's Sean Douglas. Tito Landrum. Was that 81? Donruss, I think. No. Is that 81? 82. Or 82 Fleer. My bad. Eric Fedee, he was just in the news the other day. Andrew Suarez, Chuck Krim. And we got there Justin Boer, Cesar Ramos. You guys might have seen by now that Justin Verlander, 3,500 strikeouts now in the interesting matchup the other night of Mad Max versus Kershaw. There's Kenley Jansen, maybe a future Hall of Famer. Tommy Craig, Darnell Coles. Is this a plus 300, by the way? No, 197. I've noticed this. I know I made a comment about it, but for some reason, when there's 1990 score, there seems to be two in a row. Braden Bishop in Chrome. Who do we got there? Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific, and hey, a little old school Hyunjin Ryu. I think that is obviously pre-Blue Jays. What is that? 2015. Not a Hyunjin rookie, but still a little dose of Dodger love for you there, Oddball. All right, so we got Riley Green. Riley Green, learning a counterfeit 25. Oh, I know. Have you seen those? Have you seen the weird Bowman Mega Box counterfeit cards? And let's see, in the Chrome and the paper, they were sold third party by Walmart. They looked super bizarre. The packs looked weird. Weren't they in like? They were like little mini boxes or something like that, right? All right, Oddball, we'll start off with 2025 Series 2 hangers, which I still feel like have been a very nice rip this year. especially with the Diamantes. And as usual, let's get to the part there. Okay, here we go. Ready? Still waiting for somebody else. Right? Yeah, that's they were like mini little cardboard boxes. I thought it was very odd how you get so close to counterfeiting something, but be so far off with what a normal pack looks like. All right. Throw somebody else out there, Riley Green, or I'm going to pick the first big notable rookie we come across. There's Pennington. There's Mason Miller, Singleton, Vic Rowe, Billy Cook, let him cook, Lopez, Frankie Montas, Juan Yepez, Buccos, Cannon, Nasty Nestor, and Kevin Alcantara. Kurtz. Now, Farm League, Kurtz was my first guess, but I don't want him to be unattainable. I don't know that he's in. He might be in archives, but are there Nick Kurtz cards in Series 2? I feel like we might be stacking the deck against that guy. All right, Penrod, Ashcroft, Hayes, York, Ramos, Clark Schmidt, Ben Brown, Pavetta, Winker, Manzardo, Chris Bryant. Oh, Yamamoto. I'm sorry. Yamamoto. I totally missed that. My bad. All right, Yamamoto, Riley Green. Gonzalez, I don't know. I saw the Yamamoto comment. I don't know what I didn't put two and two together. All right, Michael Massey, Goldie, Segezi, Imanaga, Myers, Cal Raleigh, 45 dingers. Mercado. You can't help but notice he has slowed down, though. There's World Series champ, oddball favorite, Jack Flaherty. He's been struggling a little bit. There's Sasaki, rookie, who I believe Sasaki, if you're paying attention, is starting a rehab stint. Seth Johnson, Assad, Cabrera, Noelvi Marte, Diaz, Sosa, and Birdsong. Quan, JT Realmuto, Bryce Teodosio, and then we're going to got the John Singleton, and that is going to be nice. A little purple holofoil there. Man, guys, I got to say, it took me forever to get all the setup done. I had to rebuild everything. I have everything is made with, have you ever heard of Maker Pipe? Zach Neto. Let's see what we got here. Brendan Rodgers, Diamante. Rennie Vasquez, Diamante. Matt Boyd, Rainbow Foil. Got the dynamic duo there, Austin Riley and Matty O. And our stars are going to be Freddie Freeman, Jackson Jobe, rookie, Trey Turner, love him, and Kumar Rocker. There's a thing, it's called Maker Pipe, and it's basically a bunch of kind of fancy pipe connection things at angles and whatnot. And you can use EMT piping, like electrical EMT piping. And basically you could make kind of a cage type setup. And then you have stuff you can mount from it. But man, trying to get everything to line up level and square. They don't really like hold together perfectly square at angles. So trying to stop this whole big contraption from twisting just was quite the nightmare. I still I would say I got it 95%, and then I just had to call it good enough at some point, and then we'll go back and tweak it after this. All right. Thomas, Austin Barnes, Aranda, Sagano, he just had a win the other day. Sosa, Weaver, it was against the A's. Jackson Jobe, rookie. Hedges, Casty, Campero, Pavin, and then Joey Bart. Colson Montgomery, right? Colson Montgomery, he was one of the bigger Bowman cards. I can't remember, was it 2023 Bowman that Colson Montgomery came out? The Nats, Merrifield, Savali, Alex Call. There's your A's. Sears, Jesus Luzardo. Sears and Mason Miller both gone. Romano, D-backs, Reed Detmers, Renfro, Contreras, Jack Sawinski, Grant Holmes. He's in my sleeve pile. There's Ace, Freeland, Musgrove, Gillespie. Todd Lou, how did it go yesterday? Were you able to entice the youngsters into getting some chores done? Seiya Suzuki, Severino, Gavin Williams, Whitlock. Pete Alonso, I believe, just tied Darryl Strawberry for the Mets home run lead. Camanero's got over 30 dingers right now. There's the Mets, Giolito, Madden, Wilson, JD, Pajes, Jaron Duran. Jaron Duran looks like he might be hanging around Boston for quite some time. They didn't want to let him go. Murph Dog there. Stone Garrett, Twins, and Joey Estes. Getting it done today. Nice. Some Sunday action. All right, we got Sweet Meat Pete, Junior Caminero, George Springer, and then O'Neill Cruz, OPS leader of Air Jordan. I didn't realize he was out for as long as he was. Hopefully he'll be back soon. let's see, got the Teoscar 1990 style, the Abreg in the Bo Sox gear, Diamante, Jorge Polanco, Diamante, and then Pavin Smith rainbow foil. So oddball, that was a twofer. My goodness. I did adjust the lights a little bit, and man, is it just me, or it seems like it's picking up like all the color in the foils a lot more than I remember. This whole room is set up a lot differently. I'm no longer like in a kind of like a closed-in closet, so probably sounds a little bit different. Definitely, obviously, not being in a closet kind of nook. There, I thought was going to be way more like ambient light, but still had to get super creative with lights everywhere. It really is weird. I mean, it's weird how hard it can be to get lighting on something that seems so simple, but not in such a way that, you know, you go above a certain part and then it gets all dark. Like, you still got to be able to see it. The closer you get, you don't want to see a million reflections in chrome cards. And the battle goes on and on and on. Vladdy rookie Spectra, 4 out of 5. Is that out of, are we talking out of Chronicles? 2019 Chronicles, if you were or weren't, 2019 Chronicles, that was a very fun rip that is absolutely loaded with the big rookies of 2019. Okay, we got Shohei, record breaker. Again, rookie, Adele Amador, Peterson, Eovaldi, Perdomo, Josh Naylor, he's moved now. Alonzo, Wong, Pennington rookie, second Pennington rookie. Fat Rock Machado, there's Vladdy. Do it, sir. I mean, there's only 5, and the odds of one of them coming back at 10. I mean, you very likely could have the 1 of 1 pop one. Kenley, Fiducia rookie, Pat Bailey, Yamamoto. All right, we got 1 Yamamoto oddball, 1 Yamamoto, no Riley Greens yet. Jordan Hicks, Seihei Kid, Ref Snyder, Robleski rookie, Matsui. There's Ellie leading off there. Mountcastle had a dinger the other night. Moniak, Correa, Noelvi Marte. Caminero again having a great season. Merrill Kelly, Drew Romo rookie, J.D. Martinez, Yamamoto insert. All right, oddball, that is 2 Yamamotos, no Riley Greens. Okay, Will Wagner, light purple rookie. Oh, nice. The Bakers in Burt. Oh, come on. The Speckles. It really is nuts how nice these look. Dave Bednar in chrome, and then the Trey Sweeney high number rookie. Is anybody else noticing? I do feel like it really is picking up all the sparkles a lot more. For some reason, maybe because the camera is a little farther away, it seems more airy, open, or I don't know. Maybe if the camera was closer, it was almost creating its own shadow. Slowly over time, because I think I used to be guilty of, there was just too much stuff on the list in terms of hobby boxes. That is, I will start adding stuff in as I kind of feel like it is relevant. I will say I found some more Allen and Ginter X boxes, Prizm boxes from years ago, Archives boxes also from years ago. Lots of fun stuff. It's almost like Christmas, seeing all the stuff all over again. Okay, there's Yogi, Eder, Otto Lopez, Sasaki rookie. That makes 2 Sasakis for you, oddball. Stan the Man, Gunnar, Altuve, and Reynolds. Jordan Lawler, Aaron Shunk rookie, Harrison Bader. Well, that's a good vice to have, because it seems like it's an almost guarantee of a numbered auto, and then an entire box full of essentially SPs. Josh Smith, Kobe Mayo, rookie. Pedro Leon, O'Neal Cruz, Lipscomb, Brooks Baldwin, rookie. Weathers, George Kirby, another Grant Holmes. That makes 2 for you. Blaylock, rookie. Giancarlo, Barrios, Cody B. I don't know if anybody saw the Cody B story. He said he'd take a pay cut and wants to play ball in New York. Max Meyer, Bryce Miller, Zach Neto, Ellie De La Cruz, Festa, Kyle Gibson, and we got the Robert Morris, founding father. Luis Heel in light purple. Oh, Tatis. I mean, come on, like all the sparkle in here, just sexy. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, and then Rafi Devers got the high number card this year and already needs another one. Maybe he'll will he make it into Heritage high number this year in his Giants gear, since they are photoshopping people into their new uniforms. I wonder how plausible that would be to get him already into his new duds. Guys, if you manage to stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys what I have been entrusted with, I think is the right way to say it. I'm going to offer it because talking to the dude, he's fine with it. I'm going to offer, if somebody wants to take a big swing. Oddball, by the way, this is the final 2023 Archives blaster in all of Narnia. He wants to just move along. So it's short of doing auctions over and over again. If somebody wants to take the whole shebang, I'll show you what you might be able to snag. All right, Adley rookie, Acuna, Chuck Nasty, Alec Thomas, Yohan Moncada. Oh, come on, oddball. Really? The last one on the shelf. How many times, stop me if you've heard this before, the last one on the shelf seems to pay off. Giolito and the Danimal. How many times has that been the case? The last box on the shelf goes boom. So oddball, of course, and Archives, just a match made in heaven. And look, I can even leave all these cards on the table. Man, Chatty P is actually a childhood friend of mine that kind of reconnected with, found out that I have got this whole baseball card channel, and he's got a whole, it's whatever numbered count they are. Is it a 3,000 count? Whatever the 3-row shoebox is for top-loaded cards. Okay, you got Yelly, O'Neal Cruz, Ty Cobb, Arraez, Santana, and Kirby Puckett. Got the foil big unit, Hunter Brown rookie, and then Yoshida. Now, I got to say, Hunter Brown is being talked about as a potential Cy Young candidate. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. It's hard to admit that there are some good Astros out there, but you know, their pitching staff anyway tends to produce some true talent. Got back from West, a place in Minnesota, a country music festival, a lot of fun. 22 and stays hydrated. Nothing wrong with that, Jackson. All right, we got Rhino, rest in peace, sir. Sad to hear him pass away. Miguel Amaya, rookie. The Chicken Man, Bryce Miller, rookie. Yuri Perez, rookie. And Bam Bam on one side equals Schmitty on the other. Goldie and Hammerin' Hank. So oddball leading off with what I gotta call a dinger. I mean, you get scribbles out of retail. By the way, just friends don't let friends buy retail. It is impossible to get anything out of retail. Oddball gets an auto. Tris Speaker, Max Muncy went deep yesterday, and then Casey Mize, Weird, Zach Greinke, Josh Bell, Carlos Delgado in foil, Eddie Matthews, the Wizard, and then Grayson Rodriguez. Astros little team stealing signs. Is that? Please tell me that's not true. Is that real? Oh no! Wow. There's supposed to be a Little League World Series documentary coming out. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Tim Anderson, there's Matt Liberatore. Still no Riley Green. Rafi, Simeon Woods. Another Puckett card, the Puckett insert. Matt McClain, rookie. Alec Manoah, and the Fresh Prince. Okay, you got Liberatore. Let's get the McClain taken care of. Two more to go. Where did this come out? Is this like widely available? All right, Casas, rookie. Mad Max, Vaughn Grissom, rookie. I don't know what's going on with Vaughn Grissom. Bryce Terang, Nimmo, and the J-Rod cartoon. J-Rod. It's something like he's the first ever person to go 4 years in a row of 2020 seasons, Andres Jimenez and Ian Happ. And I think he hit 2 dingers yesterday. So signs of life from J-Rod's bat. All right, Farm League, I got to check that out. Is this like recent modern times, or is this like a Little League World Series from several years ago? Good grief. Like, way to just become the most hated people ever last week. Oh no, my high school teacher has his own card. But yeah, I wonder how old he was when he was playing. Noma, Bo Jackson, and Bo Bichette Williams for Oddball, of course. Rocket, Nate Lowe, and George Kirby. The Judge in foil. Cade Cavalli just started after, I think, first start in 3 years. And then Gunnar Henderson, rookie, literally the last one in the pack, in the blaster. Oddball got to start it off with, what else? A leadoff home run with scribbles. All right, Oddball, congrats. And, of course, that means Farm League, you are up next. I am going to need to figure out a way. I'm still getting used to this whole setup here. It's slightly, well, not slightly, it's completely different than the previous setup. I just have to figure out new little additions for things, make it a little more seamless when we're going through the evening, so I don't have to keep getting up. That's the kind of had everything tweaked the last time around so that everything was right next to me. That's all right. Is actually a rule that it is illegal. Now, I mean, forgive me for, stating the obvious or asking a silly question. You would almost think that the stealing of signs was always illegal, which I do feel like stealing signs is different than tipping your pitches. Tipping your pitches to me just kind of sounded like smart baseball. All right, Farm League, you are up. And Farm League, as of now, you are the closer this evening. So let me go ahead and get you set up. And Farm League is going fishing. Will we find some Sasaki goodness here? Hopefully a Diamante for you. And Farm League, of course, thank you as always for getting your order in right away. Let's go ahead and let the mystery festivities begin. Oddball, quick math count here. We have 2 Yamamotos, correct? 2 Yamamotos to no Riley Greens. Yeah, I feel like whenever you change the days, you're kind of bound to have a shorter list. All right, ready? Here we go. We got Campusano, Paul Sorrento, Johnny Paredes. Let's see, Nick Blackburn, rookie. I am glad they moved away from the this rookie logo, but I do appreciate a rookie logo of some kind. Okay, Jace Brewer, Fleer tradition there. Casey Cockman. Whenever I see this, you could see the obvious similarities between the Fleer and the Topps cards. There were a few years there, and even Upper Deck had one that looked like a 1970 Topps cards, where the lines were getting blurred. They were getting awfully close together in style. Michael Polk. What is that? TriStar card. Mike Lacoste, 87 Topps. Mike Lacoste has a weird card where he's like holding the ball, all serious. Okay, Carson Fulmer, school colors. David Thompson. There's a nice looking Stadium Club, and I don't know if that's a parallel with the blue name, Mark McLemore, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. That is a Stadium Club parallel. Jason Kipnis, that 2012, I think, 2012, 2013, something like that. Giovanni, Christian Stewart. I'm waiting for it. All right, let's see. Dayon Vicedo, Bowman, a rookie card. So what year is this? 2010. Bonus points if anybody knows when the Topps, there we go, Oddball caught on, when they moved to the new and current RC logo. Jeffrey Leonard and Charlie Liebrant. Once again, 2 1990 scorecards back-to-back. Okay, Cole Hamels, the Mets in what's that? Is that I can't even picture it. Is it Veterans? What day is it where they do the Memorial Day Veterans? I can't picture it when they do the camo uniforms. And then Jared Eichhoff. 2008. All right, Farm League, thank you. 2008 is when they moved to the current rookie logo, which I don't know. I feel like it's definitely a long-standing rookie logo, right? Memorial Day. Thank you. It's like I had it like right on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't remember which day it was where they did the camo unis. Michael Arnold, how are you doing? Anywho, obviously baseball cards have been around for a lot longer than 2008. However, 2008 until now is a pretty sizable chunk of the hobby for the RC logo. So do you guys want them to stick with it, or do you appreciate when they change things up from time to time? Okay, Donovan, let's see, Troy Taylor, rookie, Thomas, Barnes, Aranda, Sagano, rookie, Sosa, Dreamweaver, Jackson Jobe, rookie, Hedges, Casti, and Campero. Front side of the pack, Winker, Manzardo, Bryant, Gonzalez, Jake Eder, Kerry Carpenter, Conchorto, Enriquez, Moniak, Marsh, Payante, Brandon Lockridge, Fairchild, Doogie, Caden Dana, Friedel, Kikuchi, Al DeGary, Lively, Sawinski, another Grant Holmes card there. Well, I'm happy that I could provide some cardboard therapy, sir. Ace, Freeland, Joe Musgrove, Gillespie, rookie, Waka, Scott, Givens, Wyatt Langford. See, there's a thing right there. I think that's right on cue and fitting with the topic. They had the old school Topps rookie trophy card, and then of course they went to the Gold Cup. Obviously, both things were a clear signifying thing for a good, second year card of a notable rookie, but it changed in style. Again, I do really appreciate a rookie logo. Just does it need to stay that? Langford, Abreg, Polanco, Johnson, Assad, Cabrera, Noelvi Marte, Diaz, Sosa. And we got all of our fun stuff here, and I think you might have a double parallel. Garrett Cole, Ketel Marte, Royce Lewis, and Rhett Lauder star card. Got our dynamic duo there of Kershaw and Koufax. I dig that. Worth the sleeve. Shea Whitcomb, 1990 style. I would love to turn one of these over and it be a missing name. Soriano Diamante and Michael Massey Diamante. Jarren Duran. And as predicted, it is a triple Gillespie holofoil and then a purple holofoil for the Brian Bello. Very nice. So, Farm League, way to get started. Got a rainbow foil, a holofoil, a purple holofoil, and two Diamantes on hanger numero uno. Poor Mariano Rivera. You're going to have to fill me in. I have been absolutely swamped with the move and work. I'm afraid to even ask. What happened with Mariano Rivera? Oh, no. I feel like I'm about to get some really bad news. Yeah, I do feel like when you look back in the day of cards, obviously, in the 80s, blew out his Achilles in the old timers game. You've gotta be. That's like it's like Pete Rose busting, is it Ray Fosse's shoulder in an all-star game? Just like a completely unnecessary game to get injured in. That is awful. I mean, I don't know that there's a saving grace here, but at the very least, he's not going to be missing any playing time, so he'll have as long as needed to recover. But man, after watching Soroka deal with the Achilles and then deal with it again, that is horrible. I did see that there was an old timers game. I just didn't have a chance to watch the video. I guess had I would have seen that. Singleton, Vic Rowe, Billy Cook, Lopez, Montas, Yepes, the Buccos, Cannon, Nasty Nestor, Alcantara, rookie, Fry, and Landon Knack. Anyway, looking at cards back in the late 80s, I guess even into the early 90s, it was always kind of a guess, is like, is this the rookie card? I do appreciate now that it is very clear. Okay, Loper Fido, the Brew Crew, Grayson, Simeon Woods, Shane McClanahan. If there was any indicator of if we can tolerate a change to the rookie logo, I would say it would be, was it 2022, where they made it just a little bit smaller, and that was egregious. So maybe we can't stomach them changing the rookie logo. Making it smaller was just an awful choice. There's a Hunter Brown second-year card. No, third-year card. All right, Graceffo rookie. Haesung Kim rookie, very nice. Grichuk Salvi. Jordan Walker went yard the other night. I think it's like his 4th home run, so maybe signs of life over there. King Tuck. We got Burrows, Santander, Bayozo rookie. Cobb, Rojas, JT Yin rookie. Foley, Tatis, Halverson rookie. Torque was being talked about as potential comeback player of the year. You guys have any thoughts on that? Conine, Corbin Burns, and Jake Bowers. And we've got something fun coming up. Here we go. Are you ready, Farm League? Riley Green, Wyatt Langford, Ketel Marte, and Royce Lewis. Trey Turner, Lovem, and Schmidt. We got the Javier Sanoja 1990 style. Got Isaac Collins, rookie, Diamante. Matt McClain, Diamante. Grant Holmes with the rainbow foil rookie. Holman, sorry. We got Mitch Parker, hollow foil. And Dylan Cruz out of 90. That is the vintage stock, or the, what do they call it? The real one. The Dylan Cruz 1990 rookie out of 90. And you can tell when you're going through it, because the card stock on the back feels just like 1990, that kind of matte, dull cardboard finish. It's always nice when you kind of get a sense that something cool is coming without, full on peeking at it. It's funny too, since you got Dylan Cruz as opposed to getting James Wood. I did hear that James Wood's batting average since the All-Star break, he went into the All-Star break incredibly hot. I wouldn't even say it was arguably, most definitely the preferable rookie card to have for the Nats versus Dylan Cruz. And he batted like 119 or something since then. So who knows? Maybe the tides have turned, and you got lucky and did get Dylan Cruz instead of James Wood. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same deal. Okay, this is the final thing tonight. Aranda, Sagano likes to live in the second half of these packs here. Another Jackson Jobe rookie, Campero, Pavin, Bart, Jack Neely, and then Matt Boyd. And here we go. My two was out of MLB Loop because I'm glued to. Oh man, where is it at? I admittedly have not been paying any attention. I just haven't had time. And but where is the Little League World Series at in the flow of things? Bride, Horvitz, the Rockies, Urias, Duran, Alejandro Kirk, just baseball, Canario. Trent Grisham hit an absolute rocket the other night. If you guys saw that. Candelario, there's Austin Gomer, Will Wagner, rookie, Bo Naylor, Taijuan Walker, Brasso, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right. Diaz. And what about in terms of getting towards the end of the whole series? Daniel Schneemann, rookie, Javi Baez, Casey Schmidt. Javi Baez could be another potential comeback player of the year. Mateo, Adames, Aaron Nola, the Jays, Max Fried. I know how to say it, but it's funnier that way. Bo Bichette Williams, the Royals, McCann, Yuri Perez there, Marcus Semien, Sean Burke, rookie, and then Zach Gallen. Star cards, Rhett Lauder, Sasaki, rookie, Jacob Wilson, rookie. Now some star cards worth sleeving. And then Altuve, been watching regional finals. The actual starts tomorrow. All right. Maybe I'll have to pay more attention, Farm League. All right, Freddie Freeman, OPS leader card. Luis Arias, 1990 with a name. Birdsong, Diamante rookie. Stephen Kwan, Diamante. Jack Neely, rookie and rainbow. Look at you go tonight. Absolutely killing it in the parallels. Burnsy, holofoil, pink Diamante, Jesus Luzardo. Every single one of those Farm League had multiple parallels, not just the two guaranteed Diamantes there. So Farm League, big congrats to you. Always nice when these things squeeze out a few extra good cards, and including the real one, which still bugs me because real one supposed to mean autograph. Can you get two more? Of course you can, sir. Real one's supposed to mean autograph, but if that is the game that we're playing, I will happily play along because I always appreciated the vintage stock cards. So these I feel like are in that same vein and pretty cool. All right, two more. Let's see if we can't. Keep the streak alive here. Can we continue to get multiple parallels beyond the Diamantes? Wouldn't mind seeing. Was it yellow? Are we calling it yellow? Is it yellow? Is it gold? I don't remember. All I know is I love the Diamantes. Best parallel by a mile, especially as a guaranteed parallel, that is. Okay. You ready? Okay, here we go. We got Kirby Yates, Brandon Eisert, rookie, Christian Walker, Kopech, DeLuca, Walter Pennington. Man, if Walter Pennington ever turns out to be a stud, we're going to be swimming in cash with all these Pennington rookies. There's the Reaper, Singleton, Mason Miller. You guys might have seen if you watched baseball at all, even highlights in the last week. You know he gave up the fastest pitched home run since StatCast at like 104 miles an hour. Falter, Penrod, Ashcroft, Hayes, Nick York. I do feel like Mason Miller does give up a lot of late inning home runs. He's kind of an all or nothing. He's like the opposite of like Casey at the bat. Ben Brown, Pavetta, Winker, Manzardo, Bryant, Goldie, Imanaga, Gold Cup, Segezi, rookie, Myers, Cal Raleigh, Big Dumper, Mercado, see Rodriguez, World Series champ, Jack Flaherty, Lowe, Sasaki, rookie. I see something coming here, man, and it looks like Farm League's luck is alive and well. Andujar, Gavin Lux, Polanco, Johnson, Assad, Cabrera, Noelvi, Diaz, Sosa, Hayden Birdsong, rookie, Stephen Kwan, JT Realmuto, and then Bryce Teodosio. And that's gold, baby. It is the Giants card in gold. Very nice. This looks so good with the little touch of foil there, like where it says the team name. All right, Goldie, Fat Rock Machado, Freddie Freeman, Jackson Jobe, dynamic duo of Acuna and Hammer and Hank, Tovar. Let's see, Tovar 1990 style. Michael Wacha, Diamante, Victor Scott II. Man, look at him go. More bonus parallels. Campero, rookie and rainbow, and Elliot Ramos in holofoil. And that is the gold card. Wow. Back-to-back golds. That is I misspoke there. Not the gold card. That was the Giants card. This is an additional gold. It is the William Contreras 12 out of 50. Gold to Spaceman. Well, if that was your plan all along, there would be another clear shot of karma coming around instantaneously. So that is 2 under 100 numbered cards out of the Series 2 hangers. And as the title would indicate, are these Series 2 hangers still the best bang for your buck? I think they might be. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? All right, let's get the Sasaki taken care of as well. Really, I mean, the hanger and the fat packs of 2025, even maybe as far back as 2024. The hanger and the fat packs, it's like they finally realized that not everyone is buying hobby boxes all the time, and have really found a way to make these very interesting and worthwhile. Okay, Yepez, Buccos, Cannon, Nasty Nestor, Alcantara, Fry, Knack, Montero, Nolan Jones, Brian Reynolds, Iriarte, Ben Joyce. Do you guys agree? I mean, I feel like as nice as hobby boxes are, and sometimes, you know, there's stuff in there. I go back to Chronicles. Chronicles is undoubtedly in a whole nother level, hobby boxes versus retail. But when it comes to tops, I feel like the retail has been really nice. Bowman Blasters, like super nice. Okay, Nick Gonzalez, Eder, Kerry Carpenter, Conchorto, Enriquez, Moniak, Marsh, Payante, Lockridge, Merrill Kelly, Waters, Boz, Driscoll, sorry. I added an A on there just for no reason. Baroa, Adam Duvall, Gary Sanchez, Jacob Young, the Giants, Batista, Pablo Lopez, Endy. Couple of dudes there, Madrigal, Jerkstore Mania, Sal Freelick, Rogers, Randy Vasquez, Zillueta rookie, Zach McKinstry, Jordan Hicks, Peralta rookie, Christian Javier, Snellzilla had a great game the other night, Isaac Collins rookie, and then Matt McClain. You gotta be kidding me. Is this what I think it is? It is. How about that? Unreal night for Farm League. And that is a player worn jersey patch card, which I gotta believe could very well have been a hobby box hit. Did we just recreate a hobby box right there? We got two under 100 numbered cards out of some hangers, and then a legitimate hit there. Sasaki rookie, Altuve, Adley, and Acuna. Shohei gets a sleeve, 40 home runs 3 times now, 3 or 4 times, can't remember. Scooble Dooble making 2021 popular again. Zach Brzezicki, rookie in Diamante, and then Tyler Anderson. Man. Farm League. Good grief. The hit return ratio here, not to mention just the good cards in general. Hard to find too much to be upset about with the hangers here. All right, guys. As I promised, if you hang around until the end, I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Obviously, if you are interested right out of the gate, all you got to do is send me a message, and we can talk from there and figure things out. But give me 1 second, and I will plop this bad boy down here and show you guys what we've been talking about all these weeks now. I've been kind of leading up to this point. It's just hard to get everything situated. Moving sucks. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. If anybody has moved recently or ever, and you understand, it's just like a nonstop. What did I forget? What is in a box somewhere? What can't I find? And then when you do something like this, it takes some time to get everything squared away. Technology sucks. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will say I'm immediately glad that I made more room. So before we begin, I'm just going to tell you that this is something that could go to somebody all in one shot. Now, I don't want to say that there's like a gamble involved here, but to show every single card would kind of just take forever. So just as I take a small sampling of things, that's a Jacob Wilson Bowman First refractor, and Bowman First and Bowman First, and more Jacob Wilson, and more Jacob Wilson, and more Jacob Wilson. These are all over the place. Die cut Jeter, old school Jeter, numbered Soto, Topps Black. Soto, I think image variation there. Yes, image variation. Numbered Bowman to 10. Blake Mitchell, that is to 10. Yamamoto rookies out of Finest. Let's see. This was another fun section over here. Let's do this. Old school basketball. Kemp, Larry Bird. Let's see. Look at all the birds. Magic Johnson. There was some Jordan in here. Jordan. old school Fleer. We've got, looks to be old school Bowman. Let's take this. Corbin Carroll, Bowman's Best. Let's see, Bradfield, Gunner rookies, Adley rookies, Riley Green rookies, Riley Green, parallels, Jordan Walker, Max Clark, Josh Jung. I mean, it's all stacked with big name rookies. Dylan Cruz. Let's see, Bowman's Best all over the place. Lots of parallels. It's all quality stuff. That's an atomic just popped out. Dylan Cruz. I mean, look at all the Dylan Cruz's lunars, first, parallels, numbers, parallels, all sorts of stuff. Got atomics, multiple atomics. There's Walker Jenkins first. Let's see, what do I got if I come in here? Mojo's first, Sasaki, atomic, Sasaki, silver packs, Kim silver packs, Ellie, Bowman Chrome rookies. I mean, guys, this is ridiculous. This is a buy it, send it in, grade it. There's some, I think he said something about old school. There's some random stuff in here. See, 85 tops, Kirby Puckett. Out of 99, Ozzy Pristine. The Robin Yount Fusion, Murph Dog Auto, Pristine. Scribbles, Adley. Big patch there. Tony Gwynn, old school patch. I think that might have been out of Archives. Got a J-Rod patch in here. Butane. Walker Bueller. Oh, my goodness, guys. Old school CC Sabathia rookie card, right? CC here. Dude. Like I said, that is like a snippet of what here. I don't know like all what's in here. Okay, Wyatt Langford, Jacob, that's at a 99 first, Refractor first, Jackson Chorio, Draft Prospects, Transformative Talent, Jace Jung, Refractor first, Matt Shaw, Bowman firsts. It's just all of the good stuff. Refractors on refractors on refractors on firsts. So, guys, I got to assume somebody out there is watching and is seeing, like, these are all like sky blues and refractors, just absolute, like, Bowman all over the place. Good grief, that's a cool card. Is that black? Is that lunar? Anyway, guys, you can see this whole thing is absolutely filled. If you want to message me or toss out an offer, I'm more than willing to run it by him. It appears to be just absolutely stacked. We got a couple of Killian and Assad numbered autos there. James Wood, Bowman first edition. Good gosh. It's like you just, the more you look through it, whoa, that was cool. Some old Bowman. Guys, I might take that one off your hands right there. Mark McGuire, Bowman Gold. Anyway, you could just keep going through this, and it is mostly all, it looks like it's all Bowman. All Bowman. Bowman Tops. Was it old school Steve Young? All Bowman, all Tops. I don't see any like real Panini of anything. So it's all Bowman, all Tops, Tops Chrome, Bowman's Best, just absolutely stacked. Holy crap. So old school. Does that be 83 Tops, Ricky and Langford? Who else we got? Old school Yaz. Good grief, dude. 83 Tim Raines. Is that Tim Raines rookie? 87 Donruss rookie of Barry Bonds. Holy crap. Donnie Baseball, 84 tops. Don Mattingly rookie. Harold Baines rookie. Anyway, this is ridiculous. This is one of those to part all of these out. I mean, you can imagine, right? 3 Jordans. You can imagine parceling every single card out. This is one of those, like, don't sell things in bulk. If you are going to like tilly-tally up every single card, you buy it in bulk and probably turn around and like sell off these. You could buy this and then send the cards back to be auctioned off over time and make a crap load of money, I'm sure, especially with, you know, multiple things of like Jacob Wilson and firsts of all kinds. So again, I am an email away. I am a Patreon message away. If you want to inquire, if you want to toss out an offer, I'll be happy to run it by him, and we can go from there. I will give people a fair chance at putting an offer in before we begin the breakdown and sell off. All right. So guys, with that being said, I'm looking at an entire wall of hobby. You guys stay right there. Stay right there. It's on the topic of hobby boxes. Good night. All right. So we got to get back to maybe weekly hobby box breaks. I can see multiple boxes of Allen Ginter X. I can see Finest. I can see multiple Topps Finest flashbacks. I can see multiple Topps Archives hobby boxes. I can see multiple Heritage through the years. What else can I see? I can see Bowman Draft. I got another of the 2020 Bowman Draft boxes. We've got Topps Jumbo boxes, maybe Cal Raleigh rookie cards. Bowman Heritage boxes, whatever is the red box. Actually, now that I'll stop right there. I can see all 3 years. I can see a blue and yellow, the one that's mostly white, and then the one that's red. Card Viper, how are you doing? I see a box of Gallery. I don't even know what year that's from. So much stuff. So much stuff. I have another case of Optic, I think. Man. Anyway, you guys let me know if anything that I'm saying right now is touching a nerve. Oh, no. Oh, no, what? Well, yeah. There was only a couple folks on the list. Couple folks on the list. Card Viper, it's your call. I feel like this could be perceived as a little bit of an arm twist. If you are wanting to do some opening, I'm of course ready and willing. But if you want to hold off until Saturday when you have more time to pick through the list and choose, by all means, totally understand. I need to start moving through some of these cases. Give me 2 seconds and I will open something. All right. Well, while you're doing that, let's see what else we have. Got some flagship boxes in there. I feel like now that 2021 stuff has kind of become fun again with Scooble Dooble, that kind of opens up things. A lot of it we had bought back in the day when things were, you know, going crazy, and then you had the obvious ebb and flow of COVID. Card Viper, I don't know if you saw, by the way, I don't know when you got in, if you saw that massive shoebox full of top-loaded cards. Some of those might fit your fancy. I'll tell you what, just to save the trouble. So Farm or Card Viper, like literally, I don't know, 2 minutes before you popped in, I was showing like snippets of this huge box that a buddy of mine wants to just make the whole thing go away. So if you want to go back and watch that, it might be worth your while. There were some old school Fleer, iconic. I think it's 1990 or 89, 90. The Jordan Fleer card, you know, the white card. He's dunking because it's Jordan. Of course, he's dunking. But I did buy a box of 2014 Bowman Draft. That was meant to be my my first personal rip once we got in the new house. So one of these days that will happen. I found a blaster of 2011 Topps Lineage. Well, Donald B., you have a good night, sir. I'm glad you could come in and hang out. Start getting, I'll get some boxes ready to go. I think there's one of the Bowman mega boxes. Not Bowman. Donruss mega boxes. Why did they stop? They stopped making the Bowman Heritage boxes, right? Todd Lou, take it easy, sir. The 2019 Topps Archives Hobby Box. Good choice, sir. I think it's in the middle. No, in the middle. To the right, above the Bowman drop. Yep. Well, for those of you that hung around to get to see this, you will be it is a treat for the eyes and ears. 2019 is one of those crazy years where not only are there a bunch of good rookies, but if you are a true collector and you realize that many times second year cards also can command some extra value. Second year cards of Ohtani, second year cards of Acuna, second year cards of Soto, and a bunch more guys that had 2018 rookies, which also bodes well since many of the 2018 superstars are heavily included in things like inserts in 2019. Did that make sense? Was I multitasking? 2018 rookies had inserts in 2019. All right, Card Viper, let's do this. This was a one of one, so to speak. I had one of these that I grabbed the other day. It's tamed. I got to go little kid style. Card Viper, I got to go little kid style because I've been eagerly awaiting opening this because it's archives and I love archives. And I got to say, as I'm opening it now and I see this pack doing this, it makes me glad that this wasn't a break where I'd have to battle or try to move the pack back into where it belonged. Let's see, just for the sake. Oh, come on. See, like stuff like that. That's where I say I just moved the top pack. There's no way to unweave that braid right there in any which way that wouldn't make somebody feel like that was mine. But hey, we'll go through it. We'll go through it. I'm gonna do this, Farmley Arms. Jeez, I'm screwing up right now because I'm reading and trying to talk. Card Viper, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you'll do the math on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. let's go ahead and get started. Oh, these packs are like heaven. This was another interesting thing, too. The 50th year, the Expos card. So some of the Expos cards have that sweet little silver stamp. Makes them feel a little extra special. All right, we got the Baraki rookie. I'm going OCD style here. Kikuchi. If you held on just long enough to your Kikuchi cards, he's managed to turn out to be a pretty decent pitcher. So Kikuchi rookie, first in the notable rookie. I like it's so nice to have all this room. Eddie Rosario, Colin Moron. We got the Acuna second-year card. That goes in the sleeve pile because this is a second-year card now. Alcantara at 93 tops. Brandon Nimmo, and then Nomar Mazara. And the Acuna, I'm just now realizing, was in the wrong place in the box. So I'm not sure if that is – it almost feels glossier than the other one. So we're on to something here. There is something – off about the Acuna card. It is in the wrong spot, and that is an Acuna variation. The power of 84K, and what luck that it would be a Braves player who you might collect. And as I was saying earlier, you get all of these superstars from 2018, and Topps ain't no dummy. They tend to stack the deck the next year in favor of those guys. And you just showed how that is true. I should have known when it was this style. I can't picture the year off the top of my head when it was this style, but it was out of order, which is the way that Archives tends to do things. They have the subsets run in chunks. And if you see one out of the ordinary, it usually means parallel, SP, or short, whatever. There's A-Rod, Jake Bauers rookie. Got the Judge. That's a third-year card there. Tommy Pham. Carter Kieboom rookie. Where is he? Oh, my goodness. Already got the auto. It is the Kevin Tapani fan favorite auto. Alonso rookie card right behind it. And then Chris Bryant. So true to form, many of the autos are definitely of the fan favorite variety, which sometimes works out well. I've been having thoughts recently, safe thoughts. Don't worry. I've been having thoughts recently about it being fun to buy a case of Topps Archives Signature Series. The cases are usually good for a number of one-of-ones. And I feel like it would be kind of fun to buy the retired player one. I do think that's where you have the best chance of like a huge, massive auto. But I just feel like it'd be fun to get some like if I got a Terry Steinbach auto, I would think that was very fun. Definitely not worth the individual price per box, but I think it'd be a pretty fun case rip. Okay, Seager, Chance Adams rookie, Eniel De Los Santos rookie, Al Kaline, and then Enos Slaughter. These are another ones where this can be like gray, very tough to see, and they can be numbered. I remember getting into a break of this way back when, and there was a numbered card. I for the life of me, I could not spot why it was different. There's your 50-year Expo stamp of the Hawk, Willie Adames, and then Eddie Matthews. Go and sleeve these up for you. I think I have one of those of who was the great Expo player back in the day? I'm stuck. Marquise Grissom. That's who it was. Marquise Grissom. I think I have an auto of him in the 50-year stamp. Okay, got Bo Jackson, Carlos Correa, now back with the Stros, Blake Trinan, El Mago, looking off to one side, and Salvi. Got the insert of Yelly, Dizzy Dean, and Smoltzy. I'll go ahead and sleeve the insert there. Okay, so that is, I believe we're on the fourth pack now. So we're on the bottom right-hand corner. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. Jamer, Robinson Cano. Got Catfish, 75 style, Tony Gwynn. Oh, there we go. There we go. The scribbles, and it is an Expo on the 50-year stamp, and it is Maury Wills. The Maury Wills 50-year Expo stamp auto. And just as I got done saying that I had the Marquise Grissom like this, you go and get the Maury Wills 50-year stamp. Man, for some reason, it's like the whole card is like a kind of a darker photo. Almost makes it hard to see the scribbles, but very cool auto nonetheless. Okay, the Rocket, Joey Votto still bangs, and Orlando Arcia. You can obviously tell that there are 3 subsets in archives, but sometimes you'll see a card that looks like a regular card, but from a different year. It's always a good sign that that is in a short print subset. Ian Desmond, Starlin Castro. That happened in, I want to say it's 2014 archives, and Mike Trout didn't have a base card. He was only in the SP subset, where it was a 1989 styling. Luis Severino, Willie Stargell, and Nolan Avocado. Luis Urias, now on the A's, rookie card there. Griffin Canning, rookie, and then Bobby Dorr. I do like that too. That's the 1993 styling rookie. I think they had something very similar in 2018 archives, but it was the coming attractions. And there's a Shohei rookie in that subset. Very cool. Or I guess it'd be an insert. Orlando Cepeda, Eugenio Suarez, Gino. Next up, we got Thurman Munson, Bags, and Hideki Matsui. And then a highlights card of Soto. That is an insert. We got Abreg and Jorge Polanco. I don't remember. I know they did it in 2017 archives, where they did a gold winners of, but I think that was 1992 styling in 2017. So I don't know if there's a gold version in 2019, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. And those are like SSPs. Kutch, Pat Corbin, Andy Pettit, Steven Duggar, rookie, the Degrominator. What do we got here? Oh, the retrospective on Ichiro. Very cool. The Ichiro rookie retrospective. We got Josh Bell getting down, and then Thor. I know I should have been more appreciative overall of the of Ichiro cards, and you can see the archives Ichiro 01 to 18 there. Should have been more appreciative of Ichiro cards throughout his career, but I got to say, post Hall of Fame, the whole thing, the induction, the voting, the speech he gave, I'm really finding much bigger interest in collecting Ichiro cards. I don't know. It's like when you have all of somebody's stats compiled and thrown at you with a million highlights, you really see how good somebody was in one shot. Max Muncy, Edwin Diaz, and Hunter Renfroe, especially if he's not like on your team, you know, or if you weren't really paying attention to baseball very well. You got a Cosmic Auto, very nice. Did you get that out of like a break, or did you search that one out? Or did you use Veriswap? I've been following Veriswap now, thanks to you. Josh James, rookie. Kopech, rookie. And another Ichiro retrospective card there. Another 2 of them back to back. I don't know if there is something odd in that. I don't know if that is a different color parallel. Obviously, it's a little off the beaten path. Joe Panic and Aaron Sanchez, a little off the beaten path. The Ichiro cards there. So maybe I'm going to sleeve them up for you. Maybe go back and look into that and see if there was any oddities worth noting. And what do you say? 24 on Ver, 45 slabs added. It is addicting. Yes. Well, I mean, when you already have the cards, and you know, we all appreciated trading as a kid. If you had friends that were also collecting, and then it goes away, and then you're kind of stuck in like having to sell the cards to buy the cards you want in lieu of being able to just flat out trade. So I do think that's kind of sweet. Now, I don't really know because I haven't like done any yet. Does Veriswap, do you send them the cards and they kind of work like an escrow function? Okay, Jerkstore Mania, Yachty, and the Vladdy rookie. Yachty, you guys might have seen, took out the what am I trying to say here? The lineup card the other day. Shohei, second year. Prime time. Like a Kopech, future star rookie, very cool. Juan Marichal and Robin Yount. I was kind of wondering that. I was wondering how they ensured that the trades were completed. And to me, that kind of seemed like that made the most sense. If they worked as like an escrow, you send it to them. The other guy sends his cards to them, and then they, do the rest of the math there. Have I said I'm in love with the way these packs open yet? Elvis Andrews, Cole Tucker rookie. He's a fan favorite for sure. Christy Mathewson, Chuck Nasty, Sale, insert card there. Nate Lowe, rookie. He gets a sleeve. David Dahl and Don Sutton. I think the Lows, both Brandon and Nate, they're guys that they've hung around, since 2019 as rookies, and they've been producing. I would say, you've had a 6-year career by now, and you don't suck. That your rookie card, it should be worth a sleeve. Make sure to send. Penalties huge if you don't follow through. Could you go more into that, like financially huge or reputation huge or what? Okay, Buster, Reese Hoskins, Piscotti, Mitch Haniger, another insert coming up, and it is the Christian Stewart. That gets a sleeve. Dakota Hudson, rookie as well. Frankie Lindor and Warren Spahn. I don't want to breeze past that. That is a iconic Warren Spahn windup. I feel like there's a few guys where you could see the outline. There we go. The Christian Stewart comment right on cue. A couple of guys, I feel like you could see their windup. I think Clayton Kershaw is another one. He's got a fairly recognizable windup. They charge a fee, and it's usually hundreds if you neglect. Oh, my goodness. Well, good on them. I feel like, obviously, there's no shortage of dirtbags out there. So good on them for upholding some standards. Kevin Biggio, rookie. There's Kershaw. Just mentioned his name. Ty Cobb, George Kell, and another insert there of Acuna. So we got the insert second year of Soto and second year insert of Acuna. Mike Pizza. Kyle Tucker, rookie card, and then Johnny Mize. King Tuck rookies were one of the hottest rookies. I almost feel like it might be the hottest rookie of early 2019 stuff. If you were to go back and open 2019 Heritage or 2019 Series 1, he might be the single biggest rookie card now. There's the Goose. By the way, I don't want to get all political or anything, but if you ever want to see some funny inscriptions autograph-wise, Goose Gossage lets it fly on autographed memorabilia. I'm just saying. The Goose, Michael Chavis rookie. Where's Michael Chavis at now? Michael Chavis was he was a sleeve 'em up guy back in the day. 2019 update. I remember it fondly. I think it's a picture of his back, and he's like raising his hands up into the stands. Ashburn, Goldie, another Ichiro. They can send these all day. I wonder if you might wind up with darn near every card between 01 and 18. J Up, J Ram, and that's a great card. Is that not a great photo? I know it's not a true Babe Ruth card, but that's a great photo, and could be a cool card to get in some sort of a nice parallel, right? I could picture that in a gold and a black parallel or something. Just a good looking card. It's easy to respect a great looking photo of an obvious legend, because most of us are not going to be getting a 32 Gaudy Babe Ruth or anything anytime soon. Shalani, how are you doing? Just on time for some Seattle goodness. There is Rizzo. Oh, Mr. Trout. Sure. Lorenzo Cain, Eric Hosmer, and Brad Keller, rookie. Another insert card. Oh, there we go. Very much. 48. Did he hit 2 today? The Acuna. This card looks very similar to his 2019 Heritage SP card. It was one of my favorite cards back in 2019 when I got back into collecting. Lou Gehrig and Steve Carlton round that pack out. like I said, guys, and I'm glad that it is coming out this way. That makes three interesting Acuñas, 2 inserts, and of course the SP, which hopefully somebody can look that up. Whatever the code 70 is, it is glossy. I don't know if glossy was an SP, but again, second-year superstars tend to get a lot of love in the inserts and whatnot. So 2019, don't sleep on it. Might be a year after, Ohtani rookies, but you're bound to get a ton of Ohtanis. Okay, Hoyt Wilhelm, and they're all going to be second year when you get them. Okay, next up, Josh Donaldson. Butane, that's Butane's second year, and Manny Margot. Barry Larkin, the Topps magazine. I like these cards. Kind of like a no border, but have a border. Carlos Santana and Jesus Aguilar. There's some cool cards like this. I like some of these magazine cards. There's a bunch of cool Sports Illustrated Mike Trout, even Mike Trout with Shohei combo covers that are cards. If you guys have seen them, you probably know. I'm trying to picture what the title is of the Mike Trout one. Just very cool cards when you see a magazine made to that size. Pee Wee Reese. There's Jackie. And Rod Carew, who does not get enough love in the batting average and a great hitter category. There's Ichiro, and I'm thinking this is just the regular Ichiro out of the 75 subset, but still cool. Let's leave it just because. Scooter, and then we've got the Burnsy. So Corbin Burns, obviously one of the notable and collectible pitchers of the, and that is dead nuts center, man. I'm just noticing that now. Rookie card, Altuve and Jose Abreu. So we are getting just about every big 2019 rookie. We've not gotten a Tatis rookie just yet. We got Alonso, we got Vladdy, we got King Tuck, Aloy, obviously hell of a ball player, injury prone, unfortunately. He's like one of the only other big four we haven't seen. Dylan Bundy, Hunter Dozier, Raffy, Tony Perez, and that looks to be a different card. And this is kind of what I was talking about. You can see the border being different. David Peralta with the blue or black border, and that is numbered to 175. This is, again, you gotta go back in time to when we got back into collecting, and parallels were new, and you're looking at it and you're like, it just looks like a normal card. Why is it numbered? That was one of those things. But now, most of us have grown accustomed to that. We got Kiermaier, Aaron Nola, and Miggy. Kyle Tucker, man, I don't know what, and although, let me ask you, what do you think was his big fault? He did have a couple of shortened injury shortened years. I feel like his biggest fault was that in 2019, he was on the most hated team in all of baseball. He wasn't even on the team when they did what they did. I think that alone is what stunted his collectability, because he has been a stud really ever since he got into the league, but you just came in on the wrong team. Like him and Wander might as well have been like seen in a taxi last week for the moral, issue that they sustained by being on the Stros. All right, we got Hammer and Hank Aaron and Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson, another guy, you could show an image of him falling off the mound, throwing a fastball, and you'd know instantly that's Bob Gibson. Kind of boring, just like Austin. Yes, and Matt Olson. Oddball, I would say, falls into that category. He's a guy that hits dingers, plays good baseball, and keeps his mouth shut. And I guess that just doesn't get you chicks. All right, Benintendi, George Springer, and Jesse Winker. Now you could be like, Springer, I don't mind as much. Alonso, like the insert Alonso rookie there. The Man of Steel, that brings me back, because he had a 1993 card, and Roberto Clemente. Anyway, Okay, we are winding down here. We are, I think we've got about 5 packs to go. Some of the guys with loud mouths, unfortunately, if they can't sustain the rate of play, the minute they slip up, people pounce on them. And, you know, that's kind of the double-edged sword of being polarizing. Roberto Alomar will spit on you. Laser Laureano just hit a walk-off for the Padres last night. There's the other Acuna. So let's look at it. Let's look at it, and very handy. We can put these together. So that is clearly an image variation of said card. So let's go ahead and sleeve this up for you. You can hold them up together and, you know, make them kiss if you need to. But now you'll be able to see directly why that card was interesting. Here we go. Okay, you got laser goes in there. I need my laser bobblehead. I did get a new bobblehead. It hasn't arrived yet because it got forwarded, but I'll show you guys. Nick Senzel, rookie. There's Snell still in the Rays. Javi Baez, insert. The Fat Rock, Manny Machado, and Seymour. Seymour, rookie. Now, maybe I misspoke. Maybe Seymour is going to be the best early 2019 rookie. Being on the Mets definitely doesn't hurt fan base-wise. Much larger, but which is kind of crazy because I guess Gunnar Henderson and, you know, all Jackson Holiday being on the Orioles did not seem to hurt their card value whatsoever. Same with Adley Rutschman. So maybe this whole big market, small market in terms of the hobby isn't always such a big deal. I guess you got to be a complete standout, though. Seymour definitely did not start off as a standout. Okay, Whitey Ford, Jeter, and Senior. Got the Lou Boudreau, Mel Ott, another Topps Magazine card. And it's going to be, look at that. My goodness. Sometimes, you know, you say things and it makes sound logical sense, but it doesn't hurt to see it come out in real life. The amount of second-year inserts of superstars in this box really has been something. There's Yonder, former A's, and then the Dansby. The amount of second-year players, Soto, Acuna, in the inserts really has been great. I've been building a sizable inventory of 2019 Heritage that I just wanted to like personally rip just for throwback jersey hunting. Okay, Chipper. There's another Luis Arias rookie. Got the insert rookie of him earlier. The Duke. Weird. Is that great? I mean, come on. Come on. Look in his eyes. Look at him. That's a face you walk on the other side of the street to avoid right there. Weird Zach Greinke. Jameson Taillon. The Judge, Topps Magazine. Harmon Killebrew. And Nick Markakis. Oh, Zach Greinke. You weird dude. First ballot Hall of Famer. Maybe. Okay, 2 packs to go. 2 packs to go. Okay, JV now in the 3,500 strikeout club. Glaber Day, second-year Glaber there. Marcus Stroman. Chris Shaw, rookie. Another insert. This one's going to be the Chris Bryant 2016 highlight. Corey Seager, still in the Dodgers. Brandon Crawford and Cal Quantrill, rookie card. Down to a single pack. We've already seen both autos. We've already seen 2 SPs. One of them numbered, one of them an image variation. Let's see what the final pack has in store. And I got to see if I have any more of these. Like I said, guys, I have so much stuff that I just kind of stopped looking at it because it was kind of depressing to be that loaded up. And then, you know, now it's like Christmas. Okay, Lefty Grove, Giolito, Jose Barrios, Rhino, one last time tonight. Brandon Lau, rookie. The Kyle Wright rookie insert, Franimal, and we end with Trey Turner, one of his classic slides. Love him. And that'll do it. Man, What a box. I mean, a great box. I feel like the autos are usually kind of what you expect. Although I will say the Maury Wills auto is pretty nice to get, you know, like a retired legend. The Tapani, classic case of, you know, a fan favorite if you're a Twins fan. The Acuna image variation probably be the standout card of the box. The Peralta, obviously numbered. Don't know if any of the other ones are numbered. It's going to be on this 1975 subset. Like I said, the Matt Olson that I have of this that was numbered, it wasn't as identifiable as that David Peralta numbering. So I'd hate to have glossed over it. You really have to look. I feel like it's like opening like Gypsy Queen or Ginter or something, trying to spot the SP. I think we might have been safe there. All right. Well, hopefully you'll second guess why there's a random looking non-rookie Acuna in a top loader. But my goodness, lots of fun stuff. Yeah, that's why you got to like Topps Archives. I mean, this just, yes, it is a great year, right? Lots of good rookies in 2019, lots of good second-year guys. But, I mean, this is a pretty nice haul for a hobby box of any kind. And always fun when it's all the different subsets in there. Anyway, guys, very fun way to end tonight's video. And like I said, we'll be right back to normal Saturday timing starting this coming week. If you didn't see the big shoebox of top-loaded cards and how amazing it is, like I said, it is almost exclusively Bowman's best. You had a lot of Topps. Was there like Topps finest? Some flagship in there. There were several Bowman. Were they Bowman Silver Pack cards? It was either Bowman Silver Pack. Sorry, Bowman Mega Box Mojos, or I'm sure some of them were Topps Silver Pack. The single price is negotiable, Card Viper, but yes. Otherwise, if nobody takes the whole thing off of his hands, then it comes down to auctioning them. And like I said, there was a ton of stuff. Oh my God. This was it. And this is like just some of the basketball stuff that was in here. Grabbing most of it. Like here's Bird, Johnson, Kemp, Bird, Johnson, some Jordan in there, Jordan, all the All-Star cards. There's that. Let's see. You had Jacob Wilson, refractors, firsts, all the, I mean, it's numbered Soto image variation. That's at a 10. Yamamoto in there. X-Fractor Yamamoto. Rookie, by the way. What is this? Like a 75 point. So Bowman, this Bowman's best. All sorts of stuff. You got Bowman Chrome, rookies. There's Michael Harris in there for you, right? The green rookie. Let's see. There's some CC Sabathia, Jordan Walker, purple, first, Lunars, Matt Shaw, first, Casas. I don't know if that's Sapphire. It's got to be Sapphire, not blue atomic. Numbered Acuna in there. I mean, it's all stuff like this, all numbered. Bowman flagship. No real Panini that I saw. Flagship, Chrome, Bowman's best. What's that? Sonny Gray auto in there. It's just like you just keep going, right? CC Sabathia rookie. CC Sabathia rookie. CC Sabathia rookie. CC Sabathia. Felt like there was more. Wasn't there even more? More CC Sabathia. I mean, it's all over the place. Winfield numbered Hunter Green. Was that tier 1? There was a 85 Kirby Puckett tops in there. There was a 84. You guys saw there was an 84. This whole thing is just ridiculous. This is what it looks like when you become like overwhelmed and you're just like, just make this go away. And since I've known this guy, literally grew up together, and he's like baseball card friends from like back in the day. What is that? Bowman First Autos. There was an 84. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Yeah, there it is, right there. 84 Topps Donnie Baseball. Was that 81 Harold Baines rookie? There was a 87 Donruss Barry Bonds. Oh, 86 Topps Traded Will Clark. That's a nice looking card too. I have not looked through this all. This is more. Oh damn, Heston Kierstad, and that is gold refractor out of 50. This is the most I've looked through it. 83 Tim Raine. It's all over the place. It is all over the place. I would imagine the play here for somebody is to buy it. James Wood, Bowman first edition. Buy it and then either turn around and send it back in chunks to be auctioned, or buy it and like grade most of it. I mean, there's so many like Bowman firsts that I can see, refractors, just all over the place. It's all over the place, and it's all quality stuff. And that box is completely full, all full of top-loaded cards, autos, Bowman first. So anyway, if you want to throw out an offer, if you want to test the waters, by all means, just send me a message, let me know, and I could probably work out getting it shipped for free. Although it probably wouldn't ship in that shoebox. I'd probably want to get it shipped just in like a flat rate box, because obviously it weighs like 30 pounds. But factor that into your thought process of if you're not paying for shipping either, and go from there. Like I said, send me an email, send me a message, send me a text, send me whatever, and we'll make it happen. All right. Until then, next Saturday, guys, Packs with Friends back on usual. I will start to slowly trickle back hobby boxes. If you guys want. If you guys want me to try to like focus on a certain thing, whether it's interesting stuff like 2019 or whether it's stuff that, is around the $100 mark or budget friendly, all you got to do is let me know, and we'll start making it happen, because I got to get this crap out of this house. 2018. I did touch a 2018 box today, Card Viper. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was part of my archives collection, my one box of 2018 Topps archives. But you guys know by now I've been trying to like get one box of every year of archives. I'm still missing. I think it's 2014 that I'm missing. The boxes are stupid expensive. I missed one on an auction. And then the ones that are like really old, like the 1991 archives. And they're not expensive. I just haven't cared enough to buy the $80 box or whatever. But anyway, probably won't be having 2018 boxes listed, but some 2019. I think if I can find another box of the archives, I might have a second box of 2019 archives. Definitely some 2020, 2021, 2022 stuff to include more Allen Ginter X. All right. I've yammered on long enough, guys. It's been fun. I'm glad we could finally get this thing working, and we'll go full throttle next Saturday, and hope to see you guys there. Take care, everyone. Thank you again for humoring me on this Sunday, and we'll see you next time. Later.